trouble in the emergency room.
We've had record overcrowding, record overcapacity all year.
Doctors say Albertans are dying while they're waiting for care. A bus driver beaten with a pipe and seriously injured.
It's not something that can be tolerated. It's devastating on the system and on the people.
The accused pleads guilty. And the one-of-a-kind event that brought crowds to Banff this weekend.
CTV Calgary, local breaking news with Ian White.
Good afternoon. Doctors are sharing details about what they're calling recent near misses and preventable deaths in Alberta hospitals. It comes as they continue to sound the alarm about a bogged down system that can't keep up with demand. Tyson Fedor joins us from outside the South Health campus. And Tyson, a new document showcases just how much the healthcare system is crumbling.
Well, Ian, ever since some Edmonton man died in a hospital waiting for care just before Christmas, Alberta emergency room doctors have been highlighting several similar cases with 6 deaths just alone this year already. Now, I can tell you CTV News obtained a document today highlighting several severe cases where patient care was neither administered or it was neglected. Since the beginning of the year, a man in his 50s went into the ER with a fever, sore throat, and reports of intermittent confusion. He waited 8 hours before leaving after receiving just no care. Just a couple hours later, EMS then brought him back to hospital. He had strep bacteremia. Eventually, he suffered multi-organ failure and died. One woman also died from long wait times for a delayed diagnosis of bowel obstruction. Others suffered heart attacks in hallways, and there's record of one sudden death in a waiting room. The province says influenza season has impacted hospital space and that the crisis has since passed.
Influenza was a 1,000-pound weight that landed on the broken camel's back. The system was already struggling. It's been struggling since all year. 2025, we've had record overcrowding, record overcapacity all year. We warned that coming into the respiratory season, every fall, winter, we have this. We know our system must have surge capacity to be able to actually take care of this.
Hospitals are operating at around 102% capacity at the moment. The province feels comfortable when that number is around 85 to 90%. Now, the province does say in a statement today that it will not comment on, quote, unverified, anonymized patient information, although it does take all patient outcomes very seriously. Minister Matt Jones says he has put in a request to meet with the AMA to look at all solutions for acute care pressures. Ian?
Tyson, thank you. The province is working to increase capacity at the Alberta Children's Hospital, but doesn't know yet how long it will take. Once complete, the project will add 40 acute care beds and 10 mental health beds, increasing capacity by 32%. The province's $2 million investment will be matched by the Alberta Children's Hospital Foundation. The money will also fund a new research and innovation centre. Planning started in September, but at this point, there's no timeline for completion. The UCP government is once again taking aim at a former mayor, blaming him for Calgary's water main woes. Kevin Green joins us from City Hall. And Kevin, a lot of people are looking at where to place the blame, and provincial politics seems to play a big part in that.
In UCP are pointing their collective fingers at former Mayor Naheed Nenshi. He was, of course, Calgary's mayor from 2010 to 2021 and is now the opposition NDP leader. This newsletter sent to UCP members outlines talking points for people to lay the blame squarely on Nenshi. That's despite the findings in an independent inquiry into the previous feeder main break, which said bureaucrats within the city did not properly inform councillors of the growing problem. That happened over several iterations of council, going back to before Nenshi was even considering a run for the mayor's chair. Still, Nenshi admits he and his council could have pushed a little harder for information. In the most recent rupture of the Bears Plaza South line, Calgary's current mayor, Jeremy Farkas, says looking for someone to blame is counterproductive. He says that energy would be better spent fixing the problem.
I'm not interested in pointing fingers. If you're looking for somebody to blame, you can blame me. Our team of City Council is ultimately accountable. We will fix this, and we will ensure that Calgarians can rely on safe and clean drinking water, not just next week, next year. We're going to implement a generational fix that solves this problem once and for all for Calgarians.
Farkas says a microtunneling company has already been tapped to help repair and replace the Bearspaw South feeder main. He says the goal is to have that work done very quickly, possibly, Ian, within a year.
Kevin, thank you. Calgary police say a man out on bail has been arrested after allegedly selling drugs out of a Mercedes-Benz. Last week, police searched a home in the 100 block of Covington Rise Northeast. 5 handguns, ammunition, a conductive energy weapon, and nearly $40,000 worth of fentanyl were among the items seized. A 54-year-old man faces 15 drug and weapons-related charges. He remains in custody and is expected in court on Wednesday. A 27-year-old Calgary man has been charged with making death threats. RCMP say since August, a family in Okotoks has been threatened and harassed. They've received a death threat, had their tires slashed multiple times, and were harassed on social media. Investigators say a Calgary victim also came forward. Last week, Imran Yusuf was charged. RCMP say Calgary police and transit helped with the investigation. Guilty pleas today from one of the men accused of assaulting a city bus driver, leaving the victim in life-threatening condition. In May of last year, the driver was stabbed and beaten with a pipe after stopping along his route in the Northeast. Police said 2 passengers wanted him to divert away from the route, and then they became violent. The driver mustered enough strength to get back on the bus and press the emergency button. Today, 20-year-old Curtis Baker Spence pleaded guilty to robbery and breaching a court order. The Crown says a charge of aggravated assault is expected to be withdrawn after sentencing. The transit union wants the toughest possible punishment.
Society has to know that it's not okay, that you can't just assault somebody because they're an easy target and they're at work. Changing, routing schedules and where operators are relieved at night. If somebody assaults a driver, any frontline worker that's a uniformed transit worker, they need to invoke the criminal code as a deterrent.
Another accused, 22-year-old Daryl Flett, is due in court tomorrow. The transit union says the bus driver is still recovering and undergoing physio. WestJet has announced its 100th destination from the Calgary International Airport, and it's the airline's longest flight yet. This morning, it was a Carnival-style atmosphere as WestJet announced service to Sao Paulo, Brazil. It would be a 14-hour flight on a Boeing 787 Dreamliner. The 3-times-a-week service will start in November. Chinook Blast is returning for its 6th year in a new location. The Winter Event Festival is moving to Eau Claire Plaza for the first time after it reopened over the summer. The 3-weekend format returns, with events taking place on the weekends of January 30th, February 6th, and February 13th, or Family Day weekend. The mayor hopes the new location will help bring even more interest to the Winter Festival.
The new venue as well is going to be able to help facilitate having that village experience. We're going to be able to showcase local artists, local vendors.
All events at Eau Claire Plaza are free. You can find out more details at chinookblast.ca. Well, last week's warm weather cleared the ice from Calgary's sidewalks, but there's still some very dangerous areas. Dog parks are pretty treacherous. While the snow has melted, there wasn't enough time for things to dry up before the temperature dropped. It's best to put on some ice grips if you're venturing out with your pet. Many spots between the road and the sidewalk are also pretty tricky right now. And I tell you, it is not fun dealing with conditions like that. It can be absolutely dangerous for a lot of people, too.
Some parks or sidewalks, some parks are just almost impossible.
No-go zones.
And it's not going to get really any better because we've had melting today. We got to a high of 5, and then we're going to freeze, and we're staying in the freezing spot. This is a longer-term cool stretch that we're about to enter into. We're sitting at 1 right now. The winds have been relatively calm today, other than dealing with having to walk like a penguin through the icy spots. It's been a really nice day. This is your 24-hour forecast brought to you by 5th Avenue Volkswagen. Family-owned, community-driven. Discover more at 5th Avenue Volkswagen. As you can see, it will be windy. So tonight we're looking at gusts 80 kilometers per hour. hour, and then in the morning we'll start to quiet down from 80 to 60 kilometer per hour gusts, and then in the afternoon 60 to 40. So we'll gradually improve on the winds, but expect tonight and tomorrow morning to be very windy. -4 to kick off the day, +1 as our daytime high, and that will be the last time we get above freezing for the rest of this week. Your full forecast coming up.
Thank you, Danielle. There's no doubt she is an exceptional student. She has a 93% average, still ahead why she still can't get into her chosen university program. And a couple in BC say they didn't have to lose their beloved dog. Now they're fighting to keep dogs safe from trapping. An over 90% high school average is not good enough to get early admission into a University of Calgary STEM program. STEM Innovation Academy student Asiya Iskander has a 93% average from grade 11 and a few grade 12 courses. She's been waitlisted for biological sciences at the U of C. The school's estimated competitive admission average for the program is in the low 90s. One career counselor says students looking to get into STEM programs have come under more pressure to maintain averages above 90 in the past 5 years. The U of C and the University of Alberta told CTV News demand is high for these programs.
It was definitely heartbreaking just because I did think that my portfolio was competitive enough. I've been working on my university applications ever since I entered high school.
Iskander's school is calling on the province to increase funding for STEM programs to help create more seats. Young Black adults who want to improve leadership skills are benefiting from a new program in Calgary. The Unganisha Anti-Black Racism Commitment Project is underway. 15 people between the ages of 19 and 30 are taking part in a 6-month residency involving 7 host organizations. The project is designed to allow African, Caribbean, and Black individuals to get hands-on experience, build leadership skills, and expand professional networks. They also each receive a $3,000 honorarium. Okay, Danielle, you're talking about wind gusts of 80 kilometers an hour tomorrow morning and overnight, too.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah, and if you are driving overnight, we're also looking at a couple bursts of flurries, fairly isolated, but when you combine the flurries with the wind, that reduces visibility.
Yeah.
Plus, it will be nighttime. So tricky driving conditions tonight in many southern Alberta communities, including Calgary. But check out this beautiful sunset we get right now. And today was wonderful. We got to a high of 5 degrees for today. The winds were calm in the city. We're now dipping down. We're at 1 at this point, 2 in Lethbridge, 1 in Pincher Creek, and below freezing, -3 in Brooks and Medicine Hat. All right, so winds have been calm for today. We didn't even have a gust register at the reporting station in Calgary, Brooks, Drumheller, Red Deer, mid-40s for Pincher Creek. That's tame for the Pincher Creek area. Mid-30s for Lethbridge, and just about that 30 mark in Medicine Hat at 30 for Banff. That's a calm day on the lee side of the Rockies when we're talking wind. Now, it's going to pick up for tonight, especially in these communities where we're looking at 90 kilometer per hour gusts. And that's why this has sparked the Environment and Climate Change Canada to issue the warning. So I'm just going to zoom in here so you can see what communities. Calgary's not included in this because we'll be about 10 kilometers less than the criteria for the warning. So still very gusty. Irricana through Drumheller, Hanna, Youngstown, Cereal. These areas will have 90 kilometer per hour gusts tonight and through tomorrow morning as well. So these gusts are really going to be at its strongest tonight and through early tomorrow morning. Then by about 10 in the morning, it will start to calm down throughout the day. So 80 for tonight and tomorrow morning in Calgary, 90 for the Drumheller area, 60 for Brooks, and 70 for Lethbridge in through Medicine Hat. We also have some isolated flurries that are already passing through. This is light, this is quick, but again, when you combine it with the winds, it can reduce visibility in some spots. So we already have that east of the QE2 tracking down towards the Medicine Hat Brooks area at this point. And then we have more on the way for tonight in these overnight hours as we talked. We're not looking at any significant accumulation from this, but we are looking at the potential of getting this in isolated spots down the QE2 in through Calgary, and then it will slump down to the far south in the early morning hours. So if you check out your timeline here, in the far south by 5:30 in the morning, but out of Calgary. And then things clear out. So a lot of sunshine expected for tomorrow. even though we're looking at winds out of the north, we should still be able to get just above that freezing mark tomorrow. So today's high was 5, tomorrow 1, so the decline is beginning. Also, again, in the morning, gusts out of the north 80 in the early morning, down to 60 kilometers per hour later in the morning, and then in the afternoon it will go from 60 down to 40. So we'll see a gradual improvement in the winds throughout the day tomorrow, and then check out that cool down, -3 by Wednesday, minus double digits for Thursday and Friday for daytime highs.
Thanks, Danielle. The owners of a dog killed in a trap west of Radium are calling for changes to trapping policies. Moon, a 2-year-old husky, died on January 8th after being caught in a conibear trap while off-leash meters from the road. An investigation determined no offense had occurred because the trap was placed in a legal area in trapping season and warning signage had been placed nearby. Still, Moon's owners are trying to raise awareness about traps and have proposed Moon's Law to end commercial and recreational trapping on BC public land.
I hope it's a catalyst for some change. You know, there's got to be better signage, not a sign several meters from the baited trap. That's just pretty poor kind of management and negligent actions, I believe.
More information about this story can be found on our website, ctvnewscalgary.ca. Inflation is on the rise again in Canada, but it may not be what you think it is. Still ahead, the tax break that has disappeared, resulting in a bump in prices. Stock markets in the U.S. were closed today for the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Joining me is Robert Geary, investment advisor with the Popwich-Carmeli Advisory Group. And Rob, a busy day on the markets despite the holiday south of the border.
Yeah, well, it was the gentleman south of the border that caused the, I would say, unexpected volatility throughout the global markets today. And I was watching the reaction from potential new tariffs on the EU and what was happening to stocks across Europe. And now you have some, global supply questions in the matter if we have trillions of dollars of goods in peril on that side, especially in the U.S. auto manufacturers. They were all down fairly significantly today out of Europe. So we'll have to see how this trade plays out tomorrow. On the Canadian side, we were up 50 basis points, and I would say, heightened volatility pushed the flight to safety back to gold, up $81 today as well.
Meantime, Canadian inflation rose in December.
Yeah, see the Canadian CPI information out here this morning, and you kind of divulging what that means, because the headline number looked like inflation was actually increasing up to 2.4% year over year. But if you remember, it's hard to remember that there was a GST discount put on a lot of goods back in the end of 2024, and that came off into 2025. So that's what's pushing this year over year headline number. But if you look at the core numbers, inflation is still slightly slowing. There is some outliers and some noise in December. We had gasoline down. We all felt the benefit of that at the pump, but there was other things like frozen beef and airline tickets that were dramatically up. But when I'm looking at the trends, month over month, it is slowing. We have a Bank of Canada decision happening next week. Expectation, this is not going to move the Fed's decision to pause.
All right. Thanks very much.
Appreciate it.
The province is blaming a former Calgary mayor for the city's water main woes. Here's Tara Nelson with a look ahead to CTV News at 6.
Hi, Ian. The Premier has been pointing the finger at Naheed Nenshi, saying he's responsible for the feeder main not getting fixed. Coming up at 6, Nenshi's response to the claims, plus why the UCP would be playing politics over the issue. Also ahead, doctors are sounding the alarm about recent near misses and preventable deaths in Alberta hospitals. Coming up at 6, we'll have a reaction to those concerns. Ian.
Thank you, Tara. The Calgary Flames have traded one of their top defensemen. Rasmus Andersson is now a Vegas Golden Knight. In return, the Flames acquired defenseman Zach Whitecloud, college prospect Abram Wiebe, a 2027 first-round pick, and a conditional 2028 second-round pick. The move marks the end of a 10-year career for Andersson with the Flames. The 29-year-old has been one of Calgary's top defensemen this season, averaging over 24 minutes of ice time a night. Alberta bars can now apply to serve alcohol at special hours during the Winter Olympics, but Alberta's Liquor Commission says certain rules must be followed. The event must be a medal round event. The bar can't be open for a full 24 hours, and a food menu must be available. The Milan Cortina Games begin on February 6th. It is cooling off later in the week. Right now in Calgary, still above freezing, just marginally at +1 and partly cloudy. Danielle has details coming up. The Northern Lights are expected to put on a show tonight. It's because of recent solar flaring activity on the surface of the sun. There's a chance the aurora will be visible within the city, but the best view is always away from city lights. It's expected the Northern Lights will start dancing right around midnight, so most people will likely be in bed by then. But if you happen to be up, will there be a clear sky?
So I have a quick update to that.
Okay.
It looks like it started a little earlier because I just checked. And our expert just told us, Chris Ratzlaff. So it just started a little earlier, which means you can see it in the evening, which is a good sign.
Before midnight.
Before midnight, because the clouds will really get quite dense by 10 o'clock tonight. You'll be partly cloudy until then. So head out for the evening if you want to take a look. We're sitting at 1. We got up to 5 today. Tomorrow, a high of 1, and our decline has begun here. So -3 by Wednesday, minus double digits for Thursday and Friday. It looks like we will recover a little by the weekend in the minus single digits.
Thank you, Danielle. Thousands were in Banff this weekend to enjoy skijoring. This is the 4th year the town has hosted skijoring as part of the Snow Days Festival. At one point on Saturday, all parking lots were full in the mountain town. The crowds also made it tough to get a good viewpoint, but the extra foot traffic was appreciated by local businesses who say January is typically a slow time of year for them.
We put on events in winter to give people a reason to come out to the mountains at this time of year. We're very busy during the summer months, and events allow us to kind of spread out demand and help boost the economy and lift it during this time of year.
Skijor Canada is set to come to Calgary February 21st and 22nd, where riders will get some big air at the confluence. Looks like a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us. Now here's the early edition of the CTV National News.